Hello, it's Polish Paul, welcome back to the channel. We are here today to do another episode of Astra Nova, my theme park I'm building in Planet Coaster 2, and the mission for today is to finish Petrock Adoption Center. Now this is kind of shops that I've done here to go in ride in the theme of Seismic Ridge Quarry, which is a kiddie roller coaster, so then kids can go with family and say, hey, spend $5 on a rock, and then you can carry rock all day while you're in theme park. So, but it's more of an experience. So when I designed it, I wanted it to be an experience, not just spending £5 on a rock. But before we do that, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do in a second. Let me just show you what I did since we last time been here. So I kind of finished the wall now. So this wall was here done to block off the ride that is behind it, which is this one. Now here it's totally different theme, because that's my druids, they here gathering doing their rituals. So I kind of wanted to block it off. So I managed to do that, but now of course when you're on this side, you see all these construction bits. So that's why I've done this like a little shelf here. We're gonna add some stuff to make it all druidy. I'm honestly thinking, I've had that island, once I do coaster here, this first hill gonna be cool. I might connect this with this island, so move it back and have like a lakey bit here. That's might be the plan. But anyway, so that's what I did. I've done some work on the bridge, not much. I don't know how to finish off this bridge yet, so we think about it. I don't want it to look too much like a suspended bridge, because I've got one here already in this ride, but also there's one in the steampunk area here. So I've got two of them bridges. I mean, this one is very detailed. So, I don't know, might do different bridge. I'm thinking about the steampunk area because it's got those mechanical critters. I might change it to like a scrapyard steampunk, so it can go from construction to that one. This is more for like a, I'm gonna make it more of a thrill area, so this is family coaster here. That's why it's got so gentle turns, but I think I'm gonna change it to something more extreme while keeping the station, because I like it. But anyway, coming back, flying back, I'm flying around here. So good to fly. Coming back to what I've done since last episode. Sorry for me rambling, I always get distracted. I've done this little sign here. So when you go, I still need to do entrance sign. When you go here, you've got all the, this is the Grumpy Greg, he's here. You've got your safety rules, what you have to follow, but also your measuring measures to measure yourself if you actually can go on the ride. So it's not really like super realistic, but it's kind of gets there. So like if you are an adult and then your child is with you, then they can go around this yellow bit. So yeah, so that's how I've done it. Anyway, this dude stood here because I needed him for a reference here to my vending machine. And this vending machine is, oh look, I chopped his leg off. Sorry dude, let me bring them back to you. And vending machine got hard hats for sale. And this is part of the on-ride photo booth, what I built here for this ride. So once you exit the ride, once you go through it all and you like exit the station down there, then you're going to have a look at photos or not, I don't know, depends how you feel like. See, I got a lot of means of earning money, just imaginary ones. I've got some TV screens, so I might just get some screenshots from the game here. I've added some lighting, nearly finished that bit. Got the doors so the staff can enter, so that's part of that, so that's what I've done. What else I've done? I think that's everything. Oh yeah, coming back to the... I've done something else? I don't know. Coming back to this wall, separation wall, I'm gonna add some stuff here. I've done this little TV billboard. Let me just have a look. And I just got the recording of the game and added this frame. I added some music in my editing program, but I've turned it down because the game for some reason won't let you turn it down, but I've done it too quiet, so I'm gonna have to turn it back up. So, right, I showed you that. Now let's have a look what are we going to do today here. So we've got the Petrock, where you buy in your Petrock. I need to do sign for Petrock Nursery. It won't be custom sign, it won't be just using text font here. I already got background ready. So once you pay for your Petrock, that's where you pick in your petrock from. This is Grumpy Greg. He's had signed that he's not for adoption, but I lost it somewhere in the depth of other scenery. So we're gonna have to find it somewhere else. So I got that. This is where you wash your petrock. So what we're gonna do, this is gonna actually move here somewhere, because it's gonna be another station here where you name in your petrock and weigh in it, and it gives you petrock certificate. And then you wash in your petrock, and once it's washed, you put in it here and ring in the bell. And that means you seal the deal, the petrock is yours. And then here it's gonna be like a selfie station to have a photo with your petrock. So like I said, when I've been designing this shop, I don't know what to call it, I was thinking I want to do something what my daughter would enjoy. And what I wouldn't be like, maybe, you know, not that angry spending 5 on a rock. So yeah, so it's more like a experience, a lot of stuff to do, kind of interactive as well. So that's what we're going to do here. So that's our mission for today. With that out of the way, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, comment as well, share the video. This is a new channel, so I need all your help. We're aiming for 50 subscribers now, we're nearly there, so if you want to subscribe and continue with me on this journey of building this theme park, then please do, that would be awesome. And for now, let's get on to the building. Okay, let's go. So at the beginning of doing my petrock daycare sign, I was thinking I'm gonna do it just using the letters from the game, but as you can see I was failing fast, and also I was thinking this might not actually fit with the other signs that I had made and used the billboards for. So eventually, after me, this is me thinking here, it's sped up footage, so you know, when it's a pause, I'm thinking. So this was me just doing the sign, pretty much done. That's the one sign I missed somewhere, I don't know where it went, it's somewhere in the park, in the scenery. So I just redone it quickly, I used the TV screen for it and the stand. So this is our Grumpy Greg character, he kind of appears across the park. Well, at the moment it's only in this area of the park, but it will be appearing everywhere, and the idea of it is, you know, try to spot Grumpy Greg, just to encourage a bit of exploration for people, you know, have photos of Grumpy Greg, whatever, I don't know, it's just there. Here is, I needed a sign for, you know, the ring in the bell, that you've got your petrock adopted, and it looked alright. Okay, I don't know what's happened there, but anyway, we are back in action. So this is the console for it, you know, when you have to type your stuff in and get certificate. As with many builds, what I planned first, what I had in my mind, kind of not been working for it, so eventually it's kind of changed on the fly, keeping the similar layout, maybe what I wanted, but using the different pieces. So I wanted it to be more wooden than anything. But eventually I noticed it's just not happening, so just like with the petrock daycare, the things change, and you know, that's the thing about Planet Coaster, sometimes you just have to adapt and overcome. So you can see that console down there, you just type in your name and then pressing print, the console will do the weight and everything for you and print off the certificate, so that's what you're paying for. Imaginarily, because of course the game don't have this kind of mechanics, so you're paying just you know, just to have this experience, and I think I would be happy to pay for it. But anyway, yeah, I've done the very weird color, so eventually I changed it. So a lot of playing about with colors with this board. This petrock adoption center kind of took me a while, because I started doing it, but of course my mind kind of wandered off. It's not been maybe my main priority, so it's been there like half finished. So I'm glad to finally get it over and done with, and eventually, you know, I had quite fun doing it. So I managed to put some wooden accents inside those steel beams. They kind of fit nice and fills it up nicely, so then you can imagine that there is some sort of wire edge inside or something going on, instead of just this flat screen being there. This is gonna be my weighing scales. That's where the petrock being weighed. No, just adding some clues. Right, I had to have wire, of course, so the best way, I left it on floor in the end. Have to have wire, so I know the scales are, you know, connected to to the display, even though those days probably it could have been done wirelessly, but never mind. I just wanted it that way. Picking the best piece for the weighing scales, and then gonna do the sign so the people actually know, you know, this is the weighing scale, this is where I put my rock on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wanted this lamppost. Another aquatic lamppost again. Aquatic pieces come handy to many builds. You know, they go with the Wild West theme very well. And with my steampunk theme as well, you know, construction. So aquatic pieces I find I'm using a lot in many builds. This is where the certificate gonna be printed off, little detail that I wanted to have, and then it sticks out, you know, so the paper don't fall in there. Of course, I could not fit it where I wanted to, so once again, bit of this. Usually with Planet Coaster, I always finding that most of the things are not straightforward. You know, I would like this text to get smaller, and I'm assuming the developers was thinking like nobody gonna want it any smaller, but here I am. Anyway, it all went well. I will theme it with some rocks as well. So the park itself coming along very nicely. I spending a lot of time in this construction zone, but this build is kind of being led by the updates that Frontier does. So as you can see in the construction zone, I'm playing a lot with the Wild West theme because it's the new one, so I'm using it. And also I'm playing a lot with the billboards because they new one, and I've built a quite detailed restaurant as well. It's somewhere on the channel. And you know, every update adds something, so this update turns out to be very useful for my construction zone, but also the next update, which I'm waiting for, is stones. It's gonna be very useful for my, let's say, not fantasy, like a mythical zone, what I gonna do. Not the mythical what's in the game, because of course the idea behind my park is I'm trying to do it so it's kind of costume themed without the themes that are in the game, which are very nice, and you know, it's probably cool to build, but I just wanted to set like some sort of challenge, you know, to make it more interesting while playing the game, just doing something different basically. Here I'm doing this selfie station. I had the idea to have it that it's got camera and everything, and then you press button, and I was thinking, you know, if you, it probably would be people just like a little scene where you can do the photos with your phone, because of course you already paid, so we're not charging for this photo, so you're using your own equipment. That's, I'm assuming, what would happen. You don't really get much for free, so it's gonna be like a stand here. Doing the roof, and you might notice it in my builds, a lot of them. I'm trying to have things not too much symmetrical, you know, I like to have it in order, but it just breaks up the repetition. It is a video game in the end, so, you know, even it's got some of them I like to call dirty scenery pieces, so that the ones that are not exactly straight, because I hate when people look like too clean, too sterile, like, you know, like kind of like it wouldn't look in real life. Even if things look very clean and straight and everything, in real life they're not. Just have a look when you walk in, look at the curbs or anywhere. They're not perfect lines. Nothing is, unless it's some sort of, you know, modern, crappy architecture somewhere in the, I don't know, crappy shopping center. But anyway, getting back to this build. So once again, a lot of Wild West pieces, getting all the support done. Sometimes you see this screen shaking, that's when game camera sometimes still likes to freak out on me for some reason. So that's me adding lightning, of course picking the best one. I set in this ion hexagon or whatever it's called, lamppost, and use the chain bit to hang it up together. It looks like it's kind of hooks this beam, so looks alright. And that's, yeah, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, the floor, just wanted to have, I wish game had like a kind of carpet or something. I didn't want to use the actual paths on this one, so that's what I've done. Here, once again, I had to kind of adapt and overcome, because the sign was too I didn't want the sign to be too big, and if I make it smaller, it's kind of, I couldn't be bothered to work out how I stick it at the top. So here you have it. I just put it on the side, nice and neat, and that's the trick. So that was cool. And then of course adding yet another screen. So this is very screen heavy, just with a scene what's gonna be in your background. So you're gonna hold your Petrock amongst other Petrocks and having a photo done that way. And that is the memory from the theme park, from your day out with the family, let's say, or you know, something like that. Just wanted to attach this big picture just so it don't false. I mean, the game doesn't have this kind of physics, but in real life it's cool, so that's why I wanted to change it. So that's the bolt. Let's have a closer look at it from the first person camera. Okay, so it's all done. Let's check it out what we've got here. A great merchandising opportunity from this ride. So we've got Petrock here, you pay in your $4.99, you pick in your own which one you got. You pass in Grumpy Greg because Grumpy Greg is always grumpy. Here you've got your console, so you've got your weighing scales, you've got your name, it weighs it gives you birth certificate, just a bit of tat. You wash in your Petrock, just to, like, you know, have some interaction and take care of it. Ring in this bell, and then here you're going to do a photo. So it's a, oh dear, look at that. I didn't on the one of the beams because I've been moving them around. Let's quickly fix what I've broken. Where is it? I hate when I'm not in free look camera, but I can't be bothered to just go back to it. Okay, that will do. So, and then you go in here. I am that grumpy rock now. To have your photo done, and then it's all done. So I think it's turned up alright. Of course, I could have like a camera and pressing the button, and then you're standing here and having photo. I was thinking that, but people are already paid. They got phones, they can just do it themselves. If you want to pay for a photo, you go down there for on-ride photo. So we've got, from this one ride, we've got 2 merchandising opportunities, actually 3, because we've got foam hard hats, and then on-ride photos, and then we've got this Petrock. So maybe I'm gonna build some snackage somewhere here, I don't know, maybe somewhere down here, around the queue. So yeah, good idea. So we can have it that way, we see. Okay, so that's let me just show you closer what I built, because just to stop a bit, take it all in slow motion. So this is our daycare, the console with its light, ringing the bell, and the selfie station. Worked out well. Okay, thanks for watching. That was yet another episode of Astra Nova, and if you like this episode, then please press a like, share this video, that helps a lot as well, and of course subscribe to the channel if you want to follow my journey. So this is pretty much done. I'm waiting for the update, so this ride is like over and done with now. Just to put some cameras, want to see what they look like. If I'm not happy with them, I make my own, and some CCTV signage, and then we are pretty much done. And also with the update, we're just gonna do this bit where we're gonna build like a console, get this part disappearing so it's invisible, and then of course people can press to this stream of water to spray the riders. So yeah, thanks for watching once again. You are super awesome for watching and being here, and that's it. Bye 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 bye.